My name is Mike, and this is the Hot Seat. On the Hot Seat this morning, outrage. Outrage is what I'm feeling today. We've seen the developments with this heinous individual, Eric Holder, and Fast and Furious. And for the president to have invoked executive privilege, then he had to have previous knowledge of this operation, which he categorically denied twice last year. Holder denied it, then he had to retract and admit that he knew about Fast and Furious, and that is perjury. And the fact that this government wants to hide documents tells me that Obama certainly is in on it. And if these documents ever come out, how is it that Obama and Holder wouldn't be held as accessory to murder and weapons trafficking? Because that's exactly what this is. And you have these liberals, these Democrats, and that jerk Jay Carney, what a freaking loser nerd he is, trying to say that Fast and Furious started under the Bush regime. Let me clarify that. Okay? There was an operation called Wide Receiver. And this operation, yes, was similar in concept to Fast and Furious, but it was different in the way it was rolled out. Operation Wide Receiver notified the Mexican government of the operation. Every gun had sophisticated tracking devices. All were accounted for. When it was deemed by the Bush administration that it was a failure, they stopped it. And there is documents to prove it. They stopped, ceased, and desisted that operation. Fast and Furious is and was created under the Obama administration. And again, yes, it is similar in concept, different in rollout. The Mexican government had no knowledge of it, and a very small percentage of the weapons trafficked and sold had tracking devices. And the only reason why Holder stopped it was because someone, namely Brian Terry, was murdered. A federal agent murdered at the hands of U.S.-owned weapons. And that's a fact. What we have here, we have an outlaw as president. He's a fraud. He committed fraud years ago in Illinois when he was asked under oath when he became an attorney, did he go by another name? He said no, that was a lie. He went by Barry Soetoro in Indonesia, and there's documents to prove it. The man is just what his nickname for the Secret Service had for him is. He's a renegade. He's an outlaw. He's a deserter of one's beliefs and ideals. He's a lawbreaker. He's a criminal. He is an accessory to murder. There should be impeachment proceedings down the road if this jerk is reelected, which I'm sure most of you welfare recipients, homos, are going to vote for him. This, folks, is the epitome of affirmative action in this country. A black, incompetent criminal president, a black incompetent attorney general who is also will be found to be a criminal. This is affirmative action, which is a failure. And I submit to you, this government is rogue. This government has broken the Constitution on numerous occasions. Don't get me started with this immigration crap, because that's another time and place, and that was a breach of the Constitution as well. This government is rogue. This government is criminal. What we are seeing now, boys and girls, is what we've seen in South America and the Middle East. A dictatorial, totalitarian regime that will stop at nothing to squash our rights, to take away our future, take away our children's future, and will kill and ruin anybody just to get more power. And my question to you is, what are you going to do about it? My name is Mike. This is The Hot Seat. Revolt with the Vote 2012.